streaming. Let's go. Oh man, what a well lazy weekend. Actually, no, not really. Oh, it's like 10K. It is some full blast though, man. This Melbourne city gets damn cold. I might need to get my puffer jacket out just to sit down. I got a heater on. I heard first gets funded. Is that true, FPF? I might just go in there. All right. What's up, FPF stream? Yeah. Chilling, man. Waiting for open. But yeah, not in a big rush to take a trade. To be honest, I'll wait for a clean setup. Basically, because I am one day off a payout, so may as well wait for something that really fits my checklist. Trades, Jacob, what's good? Super cold here, man. All right. How's the daily look, man? There you have a 4-hour TPD with YM. I guess YM's back in sync. So you sort of can use it. Month open. We're just waiting for the open. So as soon as that happens, we'll start analyzing a bit more. You saw a nice set for sales. Let's see what we're gonna do today. What time? Can the FPF stream play some music for a bit? What? I mean, if you can hear my music, what do you want to hear? What do you want to listen to? No, well, yeah, copyrights. We're on YouTube. We can't just be playing music. I mean, I can sing for you guys. It's all good. When Rock gets on, he'll definitely sing. The guy loves a good little song. He used to be a singer, I think. No, we were asleep. All right, his singing's too good. Exactly. What's the NQ song? You got to teach me the NQ song. Next stream. And we'll have Rock coming to share his charts soon. And yeah, his talking is like singing. So let's see who's on the stream. LC, how are we doing, man? I finally get some payout from a trade around 2,600. Trade off? A trade off or trade? What were you having a trade off with who? Oh, nice, man. Well, I think I started this Trade C account on Monday with Lucid, and I think I just have one more day for a payout, so I'll be waiting patiently. Yeah, maybe another few business days. Oh, FPF. You're laughing hard over there, bro. Oh, what happened? Ah, shit. Wait. What? I finally get some payout? What you mean, bro? From a trade off around 2,600. What do you mean? Wait. Have you actually got the payout? Because now a lot of scammers are sending. Did you actually trade to make the 2,600 LC? Or do you mean they just sent you an email saying you got a payout? Bro, careful, yeah. Oh, man. Uh, tell me you didn't click on that. Because I got one as well from. I'll have a look right now. My emails. I deleted them, obviously. I got one from some funded. What you mean? Just kidding. Yeah, Traderfy. I got 2,600 rewards. You ready to claim? I got the same one. Is that what you're talking about, LC? I'm lost. I'm lost of LC's actually. Okay, I think that's why he's. Oh, dude. Wait, are you trolling us, LC? Right there. Oh shit. Uh, bro. No shit. So everyone got that $2,600 payout. Lucky boys. All right, I'm on the 66-minute time frame. I'm gonna sit here for a bit. LC for the win. Are we on X today? On Twitter? Let's have a look. Yep, we're on Twitter. What's good, Twitter? 14 viewers. CPI this week. It's finally on a Wednesday again. I hope we actually get a proper candle, man. No manipulation, just one way. Yeah, CPI is patched. It hasn't been the same, bro. Like I've tried to full port a few evals and CPI, it just doesn't work as it used to. Shit manipulated me out both ways. I think like the last two times I've tried, it's literally like I think did Apex patch their buy limit sell limit thing as well? Does that thing work anymore? I mean, I don't got any trading view accounts. I literally just use TradeC and Ninja. So I might just log in my paper trader for these charts. Hmm. You guys reckon we'll continue higher from the London session? I mean, it's all it's done is sort of just respect that open low all day. So we'll see. For a little bit, then shorts. Well, I got a few high time frame gaps up here. That's like from the 6 hour chart. It's in a premium, so I'm expecting price to at least get up there and then drop. I mean, it is what, about 100, 150 away, 165 points. That's not much for NQ. The daily. Yeah. I mean, I wonder if it would sort of keep the daily gap at least. I think it will. It'd be nice to work off. Yo, Jacob. There's an imposter. There could be only one Jacob. Oh shit. Now there's two. Gotta get used to it. There's Trades Jacob and Jacob NQ3. Yo, Ian, what's good? Hey, FPF, you better wake up Rock for his 9 o'clock start. Whoa, you're selling right now? Just selling off the 2 Jakes and 0 Rocks. I know. Where's Rock? Selling off the divergence. Going. As soon as Rock gets in here, I'm gonna get him to put his charts up and analyze the markets for a bit for everybody. See his take on the market. Mine's pretty simple. It's just a Monday, so I don't know, hit a high time frame PD array, make your way down after a high time frame crack. Simple. I mean, we're in a few 4-hour gaps too. But it's all good. Two minutes, Rock. I saw the setup short, but it ain't A plus, so I'm waiting. I'd be worried if Jacob and Q3 was in longs. When he's in longs, just long. No giveaway today, Ollie. I'll let you know when the giveaway is. One sec. Wait, usually FPF will let you know if there is a giveaway, but the giveaway this week's on Thursday, Ollie. So on the 11th. Just a day after CPI. He didn't want anyone to full port him. So tune in on Thursday. But the week after this, there's going to be a lot more giveaways. So stay tuned. Scalp it if you put the right risk, savers. Just go for it. Right risk, and if you feel like it's a good trade, you got to do it. My plans for NQ open session. Honestly, either I sort of want to see it make its way up to this gap, what's on a 6-hour time frame, or make a retracement below to give me a opportunity to long it. But either way, I'll see what open does. But basically I wait till after 9:30 open to trade anyway. I start trading around about 9:40. It just depends. I always like to see what open does. Cool, Ollie, take care. Yo, Rock, what's good? Well, Rock's over here. He's coming in now.
Yeah.
So as soon as he comes in, I'm going to let him take over the charts for a bit and see his morning analyzing. Just a different perspective than mine. And it is a Monday again.
Yo.
So, hey, we don't expect much. Yo, Rock, what's good? We can hear you.
Oh, nice. You can hear me? Cool. How's it going, bro?
Good, man. We've got about 25 viewers on X, or 22, and then 6 on YouTube. But basically, I said when you come on, you'll take over with your charts and analyze what you think the morning's going to do. I've already kind of given mine. with a 6 hour gap above over here. So
Oh, okay. So are
yeah,
you looking for a gap fill?
I sort of am, or a retracement and then to the gap. But yeah, if you want, you can put your charts on.
All right, let me load up.
Cool, man. What has Rock been cooking? I don't know, man. He's like drinking tea and stuff in the morning. I know that.
Oh yeah, I'm chilling, bro. You know me, bro. Last week was so clean. Well, actually, I can't even say
Last
just
week was
last week.
great.
The past like 2 months, bro, have been game changing.
100%, bro. It's been so clean.
All right, boom, boom, boom.
And then
I changed.
FPF changes screens when he puts his on.
Here, let me. You can share on screen right now. Window trading view. Cool. All right, should be up. I changed my color wave here, so it may be a little bit different. Looks like Halloween now.
Oh shit! Well, it's, I guess it's close enough to Halloween.
Yeah, so um starting on the weekly, you guys already know we've been bullish, right? So how I'm looking at this thing is in order for me to be bearish, we need to actually close bearish on the weekly, right? And then show a continuation with a close underneath that bearishness. So as of right now, this massive weekly candle, I would want to see a weekly close underneath it for me to think that we may go lower. Until then, I'm going to use the previous PD arrays or the previous areas of interest as buying ideas until we see, like I said, another strong close, right? So you have this bearish candle from Monday. As you can see, this low was used to send price higher already. I would want to see the same thing. I want to see price act bullish in this area, buy it up again. Or you have this candle here on NASDAQ that gave you a really nice expansion. There's an imbalance created by that candle. That's another buying area. And ES, slightly different, but similar candle structure, just on different weeks. So this is what I would be looking for. See if price maintains here. That's the weekly, right? But you guys know the power of three is what I trade. So Monday may not be bullish, right? Monday could push lower to give you that sweep of something in here before you see a later in the week buy. Or opposite, Monday could push higher to show a retest of this bearish candle just to continue the sells for lower, right? So Monday is going to give us a lot more detail. There's no reason to try and guess which way price is going to go, right? So you just give it a chance to show its hand. And if you go down to the 4 hour, you will see.
I was sleeping on Netflix, but it didn't.
It won't work. Try it in your room. But yeah, sorry. That 4 hour chart, you'll notice the same type of deal, right? You're gonna see a nice bearish move, but in order for price to be continuously bearish, you need to see price start to break this low on the higher time frame, because price could literally stair step its way higher if it's not bearish, right? We've seen that time and time again. Similar to this one right here, we got this massive bearish move. Everyone probably thought shorts. What did price do? Just climb right through it. All right. And while everyone else is shorting, I'll be buying as price starts to break through these levels. So 4 hour chart for today's trading session, I will be looking at a few areas here, right? So anytime you want to know where you want to get involved, you just look to your left, find pivots where price failed to go lower. Here's one right here. There's no coincidence that price stopped right here. How do I know? We had this bearish 4 hour candle attempt to go lower and it completely fails and price skyrockets the other way. That's a beautiful pivot. All right. Next point of interest would be up here where you see price give you a healthy bullish candle, and then just stop right in its tracks. This was the last attempt to go higher that failed miserably. So this is my playing range here. A lot of people may try and trade in between. The only way I'll trade in between is if we start to generate order blocks, or if there's like an hourly order block. Here's one right here. This is nice. The hourly chart, maybe the 30-minute, depending on like what time it is when it was formed and stuff like that. I'll give some credit to the 30-minute order blocks, but that's the lowest I would go, right? I'm not looking at 5-minute order blocks for swing points. All right, give me a minute. I'll be in there. I'm not looking at 5-minute order blocks. All that lower time frame stuff is not appropriate for swings, right? I'm looking for the 30-minute, hourly, 4-hour, daily order blocks. And those are the only areas where you'll see me placing trades, right? It makes it a lot simpler. So this is your first point of interest right here for a potential short if price can hold this order block. The next one would be up near this weekly open price, near midnight price, and then buying opportunities would be down here, right? And if you're on the hourly, you could even say that, okay, this could be a buying opportunity if price holds, right? We see these down closed candles that fail miserably, and you get a strong push off of that area. And notice what's aligned with it, midnight price. You could even argue that if price were to hold this area, it's going to continue higher as well. All right, so those will be my areas of interest. Keeping it simple, right? I remember last week on stream, I gave you guys a couple areas of interest that would hold. And if you were to trade those areas, you caught massive trades off of the simple higher time frame order blocks. All right, so you guys will see me trade. You'll probably notice that my trading is as simple as it can be. And I guess that's just my personality. I don't want to overcomplicate anything in my life. Like, you could ask my wife, she'll tell you. Even dinner, bro. I have a dinner plan. Everything is as simple as can be for me. And it shows in my trading. So these are my areas of interest. And yeah, if you guys are bullish or bearish, I would recommend just using those higher time frame order blocks to give you points of interest and waiting for those areas to be tapped into. And then from there, you'll be like, oh, okay, that was an easy short. Like, let's give an example from last week. Where was the short from Friday that everyone was talking about that I caught, right? Everyone was talking about this move lower from last week, right? I think it was New York session. Yeah, it was here. So if you look, where did this move start? This move started off of this, I want to say it's a 4-hour. Yeah. So it was a 4-hour failure right here, right? If you look, price pushes up right here on the 4-hour and it fails miserably. So right here after 6 a.m., bro, I just gave you guys this entire breakdown on the RTY. That's hilarious. I don't even trade RTY. But the RTY is a big part of my analysis. See if the NASDAQ can agree here to what we just put down. So, yeah, NASDAQ was a lot weaker. No real retest over here. It was just a bloodbath. What about ES? How did I catch that short? What was it? I think it was a gap fill. That was what I used. So that's not really a good example. That was just me being me, understanding that price wanted lower. A better example would be, I want to see an order block control the entire setup here. All right, yeah, here's one right here. The buy, perfect. The buy that I caught on Monday, and I believe it was on stream when I told you guys that you should be looking for buys. It was here. If you just pay attention to what price responded off of, you had free buying opportunities off of this order block here, right? What do you notice? You notice the day before on Friday, price slams lower and then completely fails miserably. This is where I'll be looking for buy opportunities if price showed any bullishness. What do you know? Price drives into here. You're going to get a 5-minute market structure shift, 5-minute inversions, whatever you want to call it, right? this is where you want to look for buying opportunities. Price drives right into it, gives you a nice push, gives you this 5-minute order block to work off of now. Why do I like this order block? Because price strong close bearish, and then you get a strong opposite reaction showing you that price is not willing to go lower. And then you tap into it again. I'm a break and retest trader. Tap into it again, and what do you get? An easy 5-minute inversion. You get an easy change in the state, whatever you want to call it. Either way, just buy it. Right? It's a higher time frame area of interest plus a lower time frame retest, 5-minute reaction, retest, entry, long, stop underneath the low like a smart trader. Don't try to rob yourself with small stop losses. And then you look for that continuation. And if you're a good trader, you understand that the first target should always be New York session highs. So these highs right here are the first target. Maybe go break even after the 6 a.m. highs are taken, right? And then after that, the next target would be the overnight highs, right? So that's the trade, massive move, same protocol, higher time frame order block, 5-minute retest, 5-minute confirmation, take the trade, right? And that's exactly what it'll look like today if price shows good volume. That's the game plan for me. All right, so yeah, doesn't get more simple than that, guys. Hopefully, as you can see, we're breaking through these order blocks already on the hourly, 30 minutes. We're already breaking past these levels, so the next level of interest is obviously going to be up here, right? A lot of people like to give too much credit to fair value gaps. Fair value gaps mean nothing unless there's order blocks built inside of that fair value gap that actually hold up, right? So at least in my mind, a gap can easily be inverted. But if you tap into this gap, similar to what we saw here, if you tap into this gap and then you form order blocks, now you have criteria to work off of. Now you're like, all right, I can say that price is genuinely going to go higher if we start breaking these order blocks. I can say that price is genuinely going to go lower if we start respecting this area, which you get a decent short in Asia, you get a failed short in London. And if you lost this short here, you know that, okay, any retest back in this area, I should be looking for long up until the next area of interest, right? So that's that, man. Hopefully everyone has a good week, man. This is the best time to trade. You guys should be securing payouts. If not, I would advise you very, very, very strongly to tune into these streams so that you guys can start getting payouts as well on your prop accounts. Do whatever you got to do to be profitable, man. Do not let this window pass you by. But that's all I got, Zilla. I got to start setting up for my stream here.
Oh, good, man. I might just add in as well. When you have a high time frame gap, usually you'll find on a lower time frame, maybe one time frame lower. So if it's like a 4-hour on one time frame lower, say an hourly time frame, you'll find hourly PD arrays inside the 4-hour gap.
Yep, that's the only way that it makes sense. A gap
you'll have like
will attract the price.
Breakers. Yep. It depends, right?
Exactly.
But always look on that time frame lower for more PD arrays inside that gap, resting inside. So they're like nested PD arrays.
Exactly, right? That's the
and that gives you
that's the
an
catch.
estimate of where price may fill that gap. So that's how you can kind of tell if it'll fill 25% of the gap, 50% of the gap, or a full fill.
Exactly, yeah. So that's the catch, right? After you the market is drawn towards gaps. Everyone knows that. But what happens inside of that gap is what gives you your bias, essentially, right? Price will either completely rip through that gap, or price will generate order blocks inside of that gap and then use the order block plus the gap to reverse off of the gap. Like a good example would be, where's a good example? So like here, right? You see these gap fills, you see this wick. This order block right here is attached to this gap here. We drive into it, fail to go lower, and then strongly flip the other way. This order block right here is a beautiful continuation for a trader like me, where we've seen the gap hold, we've seen price build structure, and then now you're looking for this to try to buy up a continuation, right? And that's just me though, you know what I mean? Like I try to stick to what I like, you know, just like Zilla has what he likes. Every trader is gonna have certain concepts they like, but if you guys are asking me for help, I'm gonna point you into the order blocks. I'm gonna point you into the higher time frame structure to try to get you going, you know.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for the breakdown.
Anytime, bro. Yeah, let's crush
Sounds
this
good.
week. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's do it.
All right. So yeah, we'll see what we get now. 10 minutes till open, and see how it reacts off the high time frame gaps, order blocks, whatever you're sort of looking at, to show us if early AM is going to get a retracement profile. That's what I'm sort of looking at. Rock AW dad. Tips on patience and discipline, Rock. You've been in this game for about what 3-4
He
years now.
said patience and discipline, bro.
This
It's
is the right guy
something.
to talk about with patience, bro. Oh
It's
man,
bro. That's something
so
you
patience.
learn. You just learn it the hard way, bro. Because it's just like anything else in life. When you first get started, bro, you're gonna try to do things your own way, and then you get smacked in the face a couple times, and then you're like, all right, I gotta take a step back. I gotta make sure I'm doing the right things. But for advice, bro, I would say if you can genuinely take the time to back test and confirm your edge, you'll naturally get patience with that edge, right? For example, if you take what someone's teaching you that works, for example, it could be anything, and then you take the time to go back and build experience. That's what back testing is for, right? You go back, build the experience, get the chart time, build up good habits. Like, okay, this is the setup, I'm taking it. This isn't the setup, I'm not taking it, blah, blah, blah. Just doing that, right? Back test, I would say at least 2 years of chart data. That maybe could take you like 6 months, right? If you're back testing every day on like FX replay or trading view or something, it could take you like 6 months to really get confidence in your edge. Once you have that confidence, bro, then you can begin to be patient with the live markets. You'll understand exactly what you're looking for, and that is where my patience came from specifically, right? Back testing, spending a lot of time to where you've invested so much time that you're like so serious about your model now. You're like, bro, I'm not trading anything else. I see this works. I understand my edge. So let me stick to that, right?
Revenge trading. Basically, bro, you got to think about it with revenge trading, right? When you take that loss, just think of it as, if I press that button again, I'm gonna blow their account. Or do what Savers does, lockout, or make a lockout limit. So say your max risk for your session or day, you want it to be 200. Just make sure to set a lockout. Usually you can do it with apps like TradeC. I don't know if Tradeovate do it, but I know TradeC does it, Top Step X, and I think NinjaTrader does it as well, and pretty much all Rhythmic platforms. But make sure you set your lockout limit. It'll stop you from revenge trading. And also just remember, like, if you're revenge trading, you're not taking your setup. So that will just ruin your discipline. and then that starts bad habits, and the bad habits will basically just make you fall in that circle of like a loophole, like a rabbit hole of just going in and out, and you don't really process or make any profits because you just keep doing that. It's hot in my room now. Count A and go count B, a revenge trade. Yeah, bro. I mean, I used to do that as well all the time. It's just, I guess, over time you just start to realize it's just not the way, because it just keeps you in that little rabbit hole. Keeps you in a rabbit hole of never ending loan accounts and money on evals. Like even today, it's Monday, right? It's the start of the week, so take it easy. Like if your setup comes, it comes. If it doesn't, just sit on your hands. You got all week to catch a trade, and you also got, CPI. If you can just expect like 1 to 3 trades a week, bro, then you'll be good. But if you expect to trade every single day and you can't do, like one session without a trade, then you got some bad habits. And them habits you have to work on. Vise, what's good? I'm now just watching YM to see if it starts displacing lower. Giving me like an idea that we can have a retracement this morning. If you're revenge trading, if you got revenge trading, a loss, that loss was too large for your emotions. I'm doing okay, man. It's crazy cold right now. And yeah, big weather change, so it's a bit annoying. How about you? Man. Oh yeah, sweet. We're back on my charts. Again, nothing much has changed on my charts. All I'm doing is watching what YM Dow Jones is about to do. Open. I'm gonna see if it's gonna be the manipulation or it's gonna be the leader. So sort of just waiting on. But we're seriously in a high premium still. So if I was to take longs, I would still prefer it to come below true day open. So I wouldn't be looking for any longs until we are below this level here. But that's just me. It's how I trade. Especially with like day trading and scalping. Cool. 3 minutes and then about 10 till I start looking for a setup. I always like to, as you know, let the noise play out first. All right. We are at the moment inside a 4-hour gap already on NQ and ES, obviously. Got 4-hour SMTF going on over here, so I mean I can draw that out, different color. Just draw like there. SMTF is a gap fill SMT, where one asset, for example, is digging into the gap while another has not touched it or is simply like not filled as much as the other asset. Also over here, we do have something called a 90-minute SMT, what usually happens within a hourly TPD. So Q2 to Q3 SMT, pretty much that high, that high, that high to that low. And you want to see the one asset that creates turtle soup off the high above True New York Open. What's started Q2? Anyhow, we'll see if it holds. If it doesn't hold, it's definitely going to be bullish. It didn't hold anyway. Cool. Now I'm going to get back into the 15-minute time frame. Check out my 6-hour gaps. Yeah, man. Again, Jacob, like creating that discipline too, you got to know where and when you're going to take a trade. Like, for example, I said I'm not going to take any longs unless we retrace below the true day open on at least one or two assets. But again, that's just me, and that just keeps me disciplined. Pepperoni pizza. I wouldn't even call that TBD anymore, just a continuation of the hourly gap. 7 a.m. No volume on ES or NQ at all. Oh, it's all YM today. Oh yeah, sweet as. Nice trade. Basically, running a Q2 923, 922 to there inside the 4 hour. Basically, you got your two sort of tracking correlations. We'll see how the minute gap holds up. The minute gap should hold up, and we should see some lower prices to at least. I'd like to see true day open. So basically, if it's truly bearish, and we could have this hourly TPD still sort of holds, that's just like a manipulation of it. Would like to see it hold off this gap and then continue down towards true day open. And the noise is stopping. So basically, if you are bearish on the day, you can sort of frame a trade up here or the order block. If you look in the 15-minute time frame, we have a few inefficiencies here to fill. What's already kind of being filled on a yes as we speak. Even this low right here at Q2, the 8 a.m. Nice bunch of liquidity resting. on these lows. Again, looks like ES is that asset. It's a bit weaker to the downside. Nevertheless, I'll be waiting for my own little macro of 945 to see what it does. If you look at Ubu, we also do have that 15-minute TBD at 9 o'clock. So yeah. 5-minute reversion level. So as in this trade, I would definitely, like, say if you were from up here, I don't know where you put your stop loss because it's a bit of an awkward position. I'll take my first TP about there and then continue long. What do we call this? Let's just say there goes ES. Printing a barcode for you guys at the moment. You have your dodgy IFVG. But yeah, so far there's nothing I'd like to get into a trade. But I'm going to see what micro Q3 gives. Five-minute time frame. All right, 1 minute till micro Q3. Need that there. All right, cool. Micro Q3. So that's like my trading window. I think NQ is gonna mess around for a bit until 10 o'clock, Basel, to be honest with you. Then it'll show its true direction, what is really bullish, but I still want to see it get below, or at least towards, and that's a bit far away, true day open. What's this other line I have drawn here? Oh, it's a TPD high. I kept that off the screen so it's not confusing, but yeah, I still want to see this low at least get taken here on NQ. Sell side liquidity, I guess that's what we call it. But yeah, hella choppy. That's a Q3 gap. Let's see how it holds the green, or if it doesn't. Of course, you got that order block above. Yeah, this is way too choppy for me to even consider jumping in, but it's a good watch, good tape read. All we're doing here is going to gaps, inversing, making gaps, inversing. Like, I want to see at least one of the assets before they go up. At least take the Q2. At least one. Another inverse. All right, what have we done? More chocolates. Yeah, man. Not a lot happening. All right, there we are. I'm going to take that sell side, man. Or at least one of the assets to Q2. Hey, thanks, Rock. Take care, man. Enjoy this. Enjoy your stream. I mean, I'm gonna give it till about 10:10, and then if anyone's interested in seeing a stream after this, Trade Spark TV, man. That's Rock's channel. He trades from basically 10 all the way to lunchtime, and hopefully you'll get like better PA than this, man. Because price is basically just messing around. There is no point even drawing out these gaps anymore. All right. All right. There we go. About time. About time, man. Finally taking the damn low that I've been waiting for. There we go. And now, next target for me would be this true day open. So basically, my next target's going to be 29,213. 29,213. My next target, true day open. Okay. True day open. Okay. So target 1, target 2. And then if you're bullish, I'd then start looking for buys. But again, that's just what keeps me disciplined. Using opens. And it's at least one of the assets. So if ES done it or YM done it, and this asset's up here, I can still look for a long as one of the assets have manipulated below. Again, depends on your style of trading. $29K. I reckon maybe after CPI, if CPI sort of creates a high time frame crack above, something like that, yeah. But nothing until then, to be honest. If CPI can create, like, say, price keeps going up, CPI comes out and creates a crack with the daily candle, like a SMT, and then sort of shows some displacement to the downside, then by the end of the week, hopefully we can see these lows get taken again. But we'll see. We'll see how CPI plays out. That's usually what I wait for, like big news events to sort of direct me. But yeah, until then, honestly, like if you're trading a higher time frame, I still expect these 6 hour gaps to be hit and go higher. But on the lower time frame, I still want to see price retrace down. Well, there's True New York Open. That acts as a, just for your information, a premium discount for the New York session, the AM. And that would be, if it comes to True Day Open, that's a, what do they call it? A deep premium or deep discount zone. There's everybody's 10 o'clock candle, the famous 10 o'clock candle everyone waits for. But I still want to see flush down to the lows. All right, not too much going on again. All right, FPF. So we got a giveaway on Thursday coming up this week, right after CPI, and then the following week, I believe we're going to have a few more. So there's going to be more giveaways as the time goes on. But for now, I'm pretty much done. Basically, if I was to trade today, it would have been off that green gap, at least some lows. But yeah, it's more of a choppier day for me. But cool, man. I hope everyone enjoys their trading day on a Monday, but take it easy. It is Monday. You have like a whole week to catch trades. But again, as I said, I'm still expecting these lows to be tapped on at least one of the assets. So if it's ES, NQ, or YM, but YM's kind of doing little to nothing, just sort of ranging in a consolidation. What's a bit of a worry? Not bad for a Monday. I mean, kind of shitty actually, but it's okay. Like, it's not too bad. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow around 8:30. Take care.